did not think that we'd be getting Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC. Out of all the games, that one was like, I thought that game was just set and done. But, you know, I'm not complaining. If they're going to give us new sub-levels and stuff to explore, sure. And they give us Donkey Kong Isle. DK Isle is something that I really, really thought was going to be in the base game. It just made so much sense. If you played Donkey Kong Bonanza all the way to the very end, even the post-game content, it plays so similarly to the way Mario Odyssey played out, where there's like extra levels where you can do a couple extra things, get some extra bananas, go back to past layers, get some extra bananas. There's like boss battles, super hard challenge rooms. It's literally the same exact thing as Super Mario Odyssey to the T. So I thought for sure there'd be a bonus area the same way there was a bonus kingdom. In Super Mario Odyssey, you got a bonus kingdom of the Mushroom Kingdom. So what better sub-level than, you know, the surface, and you could have DK Isle. And I was like completely mind blown. Like, we somehow didn't even get New Donk City. So like, yeah, it would have been really cool to see DK Isle in base game, but they're charging $20 for it. But it was literally a shadow drop, so I was like, you know, I'm curious to see what this game has in store, and what, you know, this DLC actually entails. Once again, $20 DLC. So I jumped into the island to explore, and right away, there are a lot of references to Donkey Kong Country. There's like the little target at the end of DKC 2 and 3. There's little sound effects when you jump into barrels, or, you know, certain warps happen when you warp to different barrels, playing the Void Kong game. It actually makes the same sound as like Donkey Kong 64, the little zoom in and zoom out thing. I love that. There's like DK's hut with like the even banana horde that's underneath in the cave. I thought that was a really cool thing to see. So yeah, it was kind of like a fan service thing. Tons of references and stuff. So yeah, why wouldn't this be cool? Well, let me tell you why. The island has nothing on it. Yep, nothing. Like, there's genuinely nothing of interest to do, at least just going around the island. Like, I thought for sure there would be some more bonus rooms and stuff, maybe some Banandium gems, just, you know, pretty much an extra sub-layer, giving us more things to collect and do just for the heck of it. Like, I don't need a reason. Maybe there would be, like, new costumes and stuff you can unlock, which I still think you can, but it's, like, tied to the Void Kong minigame, which I'll get into in a second. But no, the island itself is simply made just for that Void Kong minigame, which was a huge bummer for me. It's just one big playground full of gold and references. So yeah, that's it. There's like no story, there's no extra boss battles, nothing. It's just simply made to be like this fun little extra thing, which blows my mind how they're charging $20 for this, because yeah, this is really cool, and it should have just been in the base game. Once again, Super Mario Odyssey's, you know, Mushroom Kingdom was in base game as a bonus kingdom that also had you doing things. They had little references where you could get a costume like off of Mario 64, and lots of cool references that also tied into gameplay elements, and, you know, more collectibles and stuff for you to find and collect. Not here. This is just one big playground that's completely empty. Nothing but gold. So I almost feel like this place is here for people that still need to collect gold, because that's one of the hardest things to do in the base game, is to collect enough gold to completely 100% the game. But for people that already did it, like me, who spent a lot of time just digging in past layers looking for gold, this is just pointless to me now. I don't need gold nuggets or Banandium chips anymore. Like, I've been done with the game for over a month now, so coming back to it was refreshing a little bit, but it was also like, why am I coming back to an empty island? The island is full of all the gold bonus rooms that you've already played through in the main game, and this is the only bonus room you get. I cannot believe there weren't like just some new bonus rooms or challenges for us to play against. I mean, perhaps the most interesting part of this whole island is this thing. There's some type of like banana-shaped fractone that won't let you hit it no matter what you do and what you try. And it just holds up like some weird dialogue symbol. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I threw one through it, and it seemed to work and give me gold, but then it gave me two symbols, and I have no clue what to do with it anymore. I try to throw more stuff, and nothing happens. So if anybody can tell me what this is supposed to be or what we're supposed to do with this, that would greatly help. Probably nothing super interesting, but still. But after watching the trailer of the Void Kong minigame, which is like Emerald Rush or something like that, you just go around the island and just smash emeralds and collect pieces of emerald like they're gold. It's just like a new look for gold. It's green now instead of gold. And yeah, even in the trailer, I wasn't that interested in this. And after playing it at least just one round, the rounds can go on pretty long. It's like a 20 to 30 minute round that you'll go through. Well, at least it felt like that to me. Probably more along the lines of like 10 minutes. But still, it was really long, and I just didn't really care too much about what I was doing. It kept giving me all these things to level up and made me stop my progress every 3 seconds to level something up, which just felt weird for the type of game that this is. It's about running, destroying things, and just moving and being on the go. So having to stop every 3 seconds and level something up like a roguelike was just very strange to me. I don't know why that was an idea that Nintendo wanted to go with. I felt like it would have been a lot better if this DLC was just this island with tons of extra content on it. If you have not beaten the game yet, I am going to dive into some spoilers, but I mean, it's been so long now. Most of you probably have beaten the game, so yeah, this is like your only warning. I'm jumping into it now. I am very shocked they didn't use King K. Rool more for this DLC. Like, there's a whole Kremlin, ship in the water with their flag and everything like that, but there's like no Kremlin enemies anywhere to be seen up here. That would have been a cool thing to at least throw in some Kremlin enemies up here for us to fight. But there's none. The only enemies that spawn are from Void Kong, and they're pretty much just emerald versions of enemies we fought in the main game. I was pretty let down by this. I thought it was pretty silly, honestly. I just think after spending over 40 hours destroying each sub-layer, I don't have any interest in doing that again, with this layer, just breaking things and collecting things again. There was no real objective or motive. It just, like, get a high score, and if you get a certain high score, you get a letter grade. I think it's just like, A being the highest. I got an A, and I feel like I just kind of went through the motions and I got an A, which was pretty weird. But there's like this little, reward chart that you can fill out. It looks like you can get costumes and stuff. I didn't care to even do it a second time, but it unlocks other sub layers where you can play this mode in as well. So I guess that's cool. I mean, I can see some people really liking this. Personally, this is just not my thing. I do not care about this. There's also this thing where you can give Squawks Banandium chips, and he'll actually give you trophies of various different characters in the game. And they're just used to smash things. You can like pick it up and your hands don't even make contact with the trophy. It's just so weird. You can hold it, you can surf on it, and it just was very strange. Like, what is going on here? So yeah, I honestly wish they just gave us another sub-layer, which was DK Isle, full of more challenges and pretty much just more everything that we've been doing in the main game. That'd have been perfectly fine. Like, give us more 2D levels that were maybe throwbacks from other Donkey Kong games and stuff too. That could have been cool. I would have just taken a pack of 2D levels, honestly. But yeah, this was strange. I don't know how I feel about this. But yeah, $20, absolutely not. This 100% should have been something that was part of the main game and like a bonus area at the end. I cannot believe we didn't have a bonus area at the end. So yeah, I see why now. Nintendo just wanted to make another quick buck. Quick $20. So should you pay $20 for the Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC? No, not really. Unless you're like an absolute die-hard Donkey Kong fan and like love Donkey Kong 64 and Country and you just really want to revisit that island. It's not the same exact island, it's kind of reimagined, but unless you really, really want to just walk around and do nothing on this island, then sure, get it. If you're a big fan, awesome. If I could tell myself to go back and not get it, I probably would have, because I think I'm already done with it. I only spent about 45 minutes in this world, so yeah. Kind of a letdown, unfortunately. But let me know what you think down below. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Donkey Kong Bonanza and Nintendo in general. And like always, I hope you have a blessed day, and I'll see you all on the next one. See ya, guys.